Hi, good morning. It is Sunday morning in my backyard. I'm back from the OFE show I had this weekend in Homestead, Florida. And I had shot quite a bit of video down there, but I accidentally deleted, and I'm only left with about 6 minutes where I go around the vendors and show you what they had to offer. And some Aroids and lots of Venders and Orchids. So I have that to add. And I also have while I was gone this Saturday, one of my hybrids bloomed for the first time, and I'm excited to share that with you guys. So sit back and relax, and please subscribe and like, and stick around. Thank you. Okay, so it's mid-afternoon, and the crowds have gone, and I've sold quite a bit. I probably sold about 50%. And I'm just taking a little break to finish my video that I started this morning, and I want to show you these other vendors. I already went shopping. I think I have about 12 new plants in for my garden, so that there's all kinds of interesting things here. This begonia is really cool looking. And they have these alocasias over here that are pretty cool. They had a lot more earlier, but they have this really shiny ones. This is Fernalis, and this Alslanii, like coppery metallic-y looking. And I think the price is $100 on that. And this one is really, really cute. I've never seen it before. And it's called Bambino. It's so adorable. More orchids and aroids. And they have this variegated autograph plant that I've been eyeing. They get really big here in Florida. So, it's like a big block party here today. We had food provided, they had some paella and a nice cabbage salad. And Ecuagenera did really well today, and they have some really cool Aroids as always. Some of them are a little out of my budget, but they're quite beautiful. Like this is Anthurium luxurians. I don't know if these are the $500 ones. That one doesn't have a price, but this one is $500. Yeah, there's all kinds of... that's actually, I have that at home, and it's actually a really nice one. It keeps blooming constantly, yeah.
At first I was afraid. I had them and they didn't do well, and all of a sudden they're doing really well.
Yeah, I was surprised because I didn't have experience, me neither. And
they like the dark places, so.
Yeah.
And that's when one of the ladies that I bought the first one after they all died, and she said, I promise you it's not going to die. Put them in the dark. They like dark places. Treat it like a cat. Water it when it's dry. Water it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine's really happy. It's rebloomed itself like many times over. Gorgeous. This is
a little tall.
$80, but I don't know the name of it. But look at that.
Beautiful.
Oh wow.
This is nice too.
Really like the back of that leaf. Let's see if I can find the name on that. And they have these really nice squammy ferns, philodendron. They're $200. That's a little pricey for one, but really beautiful. They have a lot of different aroids here, anthuriums, and they have a white knight here. That's $450. is the Magnificon Verde. It's actually pretty nice. Let's see, that one is 85, and so many things to look at. And that Gloriosum is $80, which is not too bad. So lots of cool Bredrens. And here's Smileys. She has really gorgeous rare orchids. And these are fragrant Mimi Palmer hybrids. It's really pretty. And they are really fragrant, sweet, and yummy. There's Zygos and these Multiniopsis. Really gorgeous. And
I think she went back in, Cormac.
bought one of these.
I think she went back in. She's inside, she said.
And I bought one of these dark black pearl
She's inside, sweetheart.
orchids.
She's in, yeah, Grammy's inside.
And I also got one of these Collagenese. Smiley with her greenhouse and her website. Since I'm on this side, I'll go over some of the plants I have over here of some interest and a couple of things I bought. This is Hoya Michelle. You can see it's putting out a lot of new vines. Really nice, fast grower. And it is a little past bloom, but it's a beautiful flower. So that's Hoya Michelle. And I also have a Hoya here, Hoya patriculata. It's really nice, thicker leaves, and it's putting out a lot of new growth. The weather is definitely agreeing with it. And it's definitely a nice, beautiful foliage plant. And the blooms are really fragrant, so it's a nice Hoya to have. And over here, at Carl Smith a few months ago gave me this plant, and it is a Bulbophyllum facetum, and it's a pretty good size flower for a Bulbophyllum, and it's quite beautiful. So let me see if it smells. Oh, it stinks. Yeah, it's not the best scented orchid, but Bulbophyllums are known for that. And I also got this beautiful Cattleya. Once I saw the bloom, how big the flower was, and the color, I just had to have it. So I got one in bud. It has 2 buds, so I'm excited about blooming that. And we have a begonia here. And I'll show you this other begonia here that's really beautiful. And a philodendron painted lady. It's really liking the spot. I think it likes a little more shaded area. And I thought by putting it in the shade, the leaves will start turning more green, but no, it's still putting out really nice splashes of yellow on there. So I like that philodendron a lot. And on this rack over here, I want to show you the Cattleya tigrina. It's still going, and she's still fragrant, and she's so beautiful and dark, and just amazing plant. And we also have this Rhodophoenopsis. I think I showed it last time, but it's still blooming 2 weeks at least. And I guess it just keeps blooming all through the warmer months here in Florida. And this beautiful, really nice, long-lasting flowers on this dendrobium. And it's called Dendrobium Roy Takunaga. And this Cymbidium really surprised me. Came from Carmel Orchids in Hawaii, and it's really very yellow, as you can see, and it's quite beautiful, and it smells like buttered popcorn. To me, I don't know how to others it does, but it's really a sweet, buttery smell to it. I really love it. And I'm excited that I'm able to grow these Cymbidiums here in Florida. So really excited about that one there. And this is a recent, this also I got at OFE this Saturday, yesterday. And this is from Bredrens. And it's a fragrant novelty phalaenopsis. I don't know if you could see, they're not coming in focus, but the back of the flowers are kind of striated, which is really cool. Let's see if I can focus that. There you go. On this rack, I got this from Bredrens Orchids. He hybridizes these novelty phalaenopsis, and they're just really stunning and fragrant. And I'm so excited to get it. I think he said this is pretty rare, and I'm not sure if he said it was the only one left he had to sell, but it's called Mucho Umbo, crossed with Val Gigantea. So the leaves are going to be huge, and the flowers, as you can see, are pretty gorgeous. And my path is doing its thing again. It just keeps blooming from this stalk over and over again, and then since I've gotten it, I must be doing something right because it's put out 2 new spikes, and really glad I got that one. Let's see if I have a name on it. This is P. Long Pride Alexandra. And here's my Unreal begonia there. It's quite big, actually. Doing so well. And here's a bulbophyllum that's blooming too. I'm not really sure this is one of my favorites, but the flowers are, I don't even know if they're open. I don't think they're open yet, but they'll be tiny, and they have these like seed pod looking things, so it's quite interesting. And that's Bulbophyllum falcatum. And that's it. We have this Sologeny Visitana Dark. I don't know if I showed it in the last video, but I posted pictures on Instagram, and the flower is quite unusual. The lip is really dark, and the petals and sepals are pretty light, so the contrast is pretty interesting. I've never seen that in an orchid before, so that is quite interesting. And what I find interesting as well is the flower stem comes from the middle of the leaf there. Interesting, huh? And all the rage here in the Hoya world is these new Hoyas coming out of Indonesia. And that one came to me as Hoya species Tangamus. And I like to root them out. They take a little longer to root, but this one rooted in like a couple weeks. And I don't know if you could see this, it's gonna bloom. So another thing I like to do before I sell a Hoya is I like to have a flower picture to show people what the flower looks like. So I'm excited that I'm gonna get a bloom on that and a flower of my own. So that's Hoya species Tangamus. And it's really veiny and textured, so quite a beautiful Hoya leaf. And my orchid here is really, really gorgeous color. I've been showing it on the other videos, and the flowers last quite a while. And this is Memoria Irene Fail Ruby Red. And it's really sweet fragrance. Oh, and I have a seed pod here on this bulbophyllum. So anybody who wants it, let me know. All right. And I'm here in the garden entrance, and there's a few things that are exciting to me here. The Hoya Cerisana is putting out a nice bloom spike. Hoya Icensis is really, really close to blooming. And I got this as a gift in the mail. It's this Monstera Peru. And it came in excellent shape. And I have it planted over here, and the Aroids really like this wall, so I'm really excited to grow it there. And here's my bromeliad that everyone says or thought it was a heliconia because of the way the flowers spikes look, and they're pendulent. They hang down about 3 feet long. And I have an idea. I'll insert it so that you can see the name. I can barely pronounce it, so I will just put the name on the screen. It's so beautiful. The colors really stand out against the green. And now, I'll show you. The Meridipii is looking great. The Sunrise is looking great, growing like a foot a week, it seems. And my Tolumnia is still doing really good. It's like it's been in bloom for 2 weeks at least. And here is my hybrid of Philosoniae and Costophylla calamantan. And the leaves are quite beautiful and veiny. Let's see if I can find one. There you go. They are kind of flat, but the flowers are really, really pretty. They're creamy yellow, white coronas, and the backs are like kind of like a toasted orange color. Get in there. Let's see. So yeah, I'm going to release this as RHM 1040. So I will be auctioning it out, and I will be using it as a hybrid parent for one. For the next time it blooms, I think I'm going to save the pollen, because I really do like that. And I think, unlike the Philosoniae, these blooms last a week instead of just like a few hours. Yeah, so that is my new hybrid that I'll be releasing. No name, just my number, 1040. And you'll be able to get one soon. And here's Swiffer. She's so happy to have me back, because I was gone on, where's she going? Yeah, I was gone on Saturday, and I kept on looking at my Ring cameras, and she looked pretty miserable. My brother was watching her, but she's really attached to me. She loves to be in the yard with me all the time. She follows me constantly. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe. And I will see you next Sunday or even before. Be well and have a great week.